Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Steph.
I'm Katie. Little Theo is here. Where's little Theo?
He's living the life.
Yes, he is. Look at that. But we are a married couple from Canada, and we are currently traveling around Europe and the UK. We actually just got to the UK this morning, and we are kicking things off in York.
We took a ferry this morning from the Netherlands, arriving in Hull, and then a quick 1-hour train over to York. And we are going to be here for 48 hours.
Yeah.
There's lots to see, lots to do. And already from the train station to our hotel, it's adorable. We can't wait to get back out there and check out more. So we're going to try to do as much as we can in the next little bit and see what we can see.
Yeah, this is somewhere we've never been, but I've always wanted to come to. It looks like such a beautiful, historic city, lots to see, and it looks like everything is fairly close together, kind of in the city center, so I think we'll be able to see a lot in the 2 days that we have. So we just checked into our cute little hotel, which is kind of like more of a guest house. It's really adorable, and we're just a short walk into the city center, so we're going to head there now. We're going to look for some food and bring our little dog and see what we get up to. So let's go.
Let's go.
All right, well, first impressions of York after exploring all day. It's a very cute city.
It's very cute,
like
very
it.
historic. There's some fascinating history in like all parts of the area. And honestly, just like a short walk around, you get so much of that, even just right off the bat, which is very cool.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to see a lot in a short period of time. So even if you came for the day, for like a little day trip from somewhere else in the UK, it would 100% be worth it. You can see so much. Everything is really close together in the city center, like most of the things that you'd want to see. So that makes it really easy.
Yeah, that being said, you can really kind of delve into certain areas and certain topics and things. There's a Viking museum and a rail museum and
lots
all
of
these
like
really fascinating things.
Tours, like ghost tours, lots of
there's dark history here.
Yeah, it's very cute. So we just picked up some dinner for takeaway and we're headed back to our hotel. For lunch earlier, we were looking for a restaurant to sit with Theo, and initially we were like, oh my gosh, is it not as dog friendly here? Because we got turned away.
There were a couple restaurants that we really liked the menus at, but neither one of them were dog friendly, and they didn't have a terrace or a patio or anything like that. So we were a little disappointed. We ended up just taking our food for takeaway and eating in the park. It was a lovely picnic in the museum gardens. So, that wasn't the worst. first thing for sure.
Yeah.
But
And then we did some walking around and we did actually see lots of dog-friendly signs. So I do think
Yeah.
you can bring dogs in quite a few places, but there are some sit-down restaurants that don't allow them, which is different than what we've seen in other spots in the UK. One of the reasons why we bring our dog with us here is because it's so dog-friendly. So we'll see. So I think we have a good idea of what we want to do tomorrow. We're going to do our bigger sightseeing day tomorrow.
yeah, even though we saw so much today.
I know, I feel like we did see so much, but we're also gonna just do an earlier night because we're tired. We slept on a boat last night and it's been a long day.
I would say in general things closed pretty early too.
That's
so
true.
even just walking around the old town, lots of things were closed.
Yeah.
So yeah, having an earlier night kind of makes sense for that reason too.
Yeah, doing an earlier start tomorrow because even the gardens close at 6
Yeah.
and a lot of the shops and restaurants were closed. Yeah, so I think we'll just head back and eat and get some sleep and then do a full day tomorrow. I think we have a reservation for a vegan afternoon tea.
Very exciting.
So
And
very
dog friendly.
excited. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, because doing afternoon tea in the UK is very much a thing and very much a thing here in York too.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, all right, so let's go eat our food. All right, we made it to afternoon tea. We're the only ones here, so we have the room all to ourselves. And little Theo got to come too, which is so nice. So we just ordered our drinks, and then they're putting together the tea. I'm very excited. Feels like a very British thing to do, and having fully vegan afternoon tea is very exciting. So
It is very exciting to do vegan tea. Obviously a very traditional thing to do in England and in this area. That being said, this is definitely a twist. So the space is really cool and like unique, and the fact that Theo's here is awesome, and you know, Katie's getting a hot chocolate, which is just like, let's throw the rules out the window, but still get to experience something that is like uniquely English.
well, afternoon tea was delightful, and so
Delightful and delicious.
yes, we couldn't eat it all.
No.
So we headed back to just drop our leftovers at our room, and now we are out sightseeing again. We came back to the museum gardens because we wanted to get some more photos.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful here.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful day as well. It's quite warm. It's a little windy at the moment, but
the
it's
sun
like a
keeps
nice
peeking
temperature.
out.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got the ruins of St. Mary's Abbey behind us, which is very old and very interesting. And honestly, even just seeing it from yesterday to today in different light is really interesting. So yeah, we came back a second time. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Highly recommend this spot in general.
Definitely. It's beautiful. So now we are going to go climb up onto the wall
Yeah.
and walk on it. We have Theo in his little backpack, so I think he should be fine up
Yeah,
there.
I think it's quite narrow, and typically
Yeah.
dogs aren't allowed. So we're just gonna carry him around and see if that's okay.
Yeah. So that's meant to be very cool, and you have like a really nice view of the
Yeah.
city. So yeah, that's what we're going to do next.
All right, let's go.
Well, that is it for our time in York.
That's it. Yeah, a quick kind of 48 hours, and I feel like we did a ton.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
There's, like I said yesterday, you can see a lot in a short amount of time because everything is really close together. We did do a lot of sightseeing, and yeah, I feel good about it.
Yeah.
We just got back to our hotel, and I think we'll do a quiet night.
Yeah.
Before we take the train to London tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd say the one thing we didn't do that is a big thing to do are the museums here. So there's the Viking Museum, which is all about when the Danes took over in like 800 AD or something like that. York is very old.
Yeah. Very old.
Obviously, all of the Roman columns and walls and things. And then there's a museum over by the York Castle as well. So there's definitely more to do. We did do a lot, but yes, there is more. So if you do have more time and you want to check those things out, that would probably be good as well.
For sure. Yeah, the main reason we didn't do any of the indoor museums was just because we came with our dog. But that would be something great to do. And there are a lot of walking tours, like you said, to just go around the city. I'd say if you had one day and you really wanted to learn about the history and see all the sites, doing an outdoor walking tour would be a great way of doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
We've done that in other cities and really enjoyed it. And yeah, if you had more time, all the indoor museums as well. There's also a railway museum.
Oh yeah, that was the one that sounded really cool. Yeah, yeah. It's actually free and it's over by the train station. So in theory, we could duck in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Possibly.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah. We'll see if we have time. We do have a morning train, but we will see.
Yeah, but overall, we really enjoyed it here. 2 days was a good amount of time.
Yeah.
It's an interesting place because we were saying earlier, it's a university town, so there's a lot of young people walking around, students, and then there's a lot of tourism, obviously, and a lot of tourists, like older people, older tourists coming here to do tours and learning about the history and all of that.
The medieval history and things that tend to cater toward an older audience.
Yeah.
And obviously the race course as well. There actually was a big race that was on the Dante Cup, I believe.
Right.
So when we showed up at the train station, there were a lot of people who were like dressed in their horse racing attire, very like fancy dresses and hats and tweed coats and things, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, we didn't know yet what they were going to. But it was very fun to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, there wasn't a ton of people of our kind of demographic walking around. We didn't see a lot of people our age. Yeah. So I found that interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in general, it's a very cool spot. I would say if it's not on your radar, it should be on your radar. Yeah. And it's, like I said, a quick day trip from other spots in the UK. It's definitely worth a visit, in my opinion. It's very interesting, really fascinating history, and just an easy city to walk around and see everything.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for now.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed that, and be sure to subscribe so you catch all of our future content.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.